Hi friends, in this lesson we're going to take a look at the writing sample which comes at the end of the Duolingo test. This writing sample is ungraded, so you don't get scored on it, but your university, the one you're applying to, can read your sample. So even though it's ungraded, it is very important you do it well. And in case you don't know, on the test it looks like this. And in this lesson, we're going to take a look at the key points of this question. Then I'm going to give you some writing tips. And at the end, I'll show you a sample answer. And then I'm going to give you a question, which you can write your answer below in the comments. But before we start that, if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Teacher Luke from DETready.com. Visit our website to get information about this Duolingo English test. We have some really useful online courses and a very helpful practice platform. Our practice platform allows you to practice all of the different questions on the Duolingo English test, and you can check your answers immediately. I think this is one of the best ways to study for this exam. Okay then, well, let's get back to this lesson. Let's take a look at the key points of the writing sample. Okay, so overall, this writing question, the writing sample, is quite similar to the read then write question, the one where you have to write 50 words or more. You simply have to read a prompt and write for 3 to 5 minutes. And you are given two options, so two different prompts, and you have to choose one to write about. Okay, so overall, I think this question type is quite similar to the other writing question, the one where you have to write 50 words or more, because the time limit is roughly the same, and to be honest, the prompts that I have seen are quite similar too. But for this question type, there isn't a word limit, and you have to write for between 3 to 5 minutes. After 3 minutes, the next button will light up in orange, and you can click that to finish the test. So like I said, there isn't a word limit, so that's good. But you still, I think, should be writing around 50 to 100 words, one full paragraph. But of course, if you can write more, yeah, go ahead and do so. And one of the main differences between this writing sample and the write about a topic question is that you're actually given two prompts, and you get to choose which one you want to write about. So that's different. All right, there are some more key points. Okay, so for this question type, you actually get 30 seconds to choose a prompt and prepare mentally. Luckily, you can see the question as you're writing, and you only have this once on the test. It is ungraded, but the university can see your answer, so using good grammar, spelling, and punctuation is important. This is a really good opportunity to show the university how good you are at writing and what some of your ideas are based on the prompt you're given. Even though this is ungraded, it is still important, so you must actually write an answer. Don't skip it. I think you will get disqualified if you skip this question. Okay, so those were the key points. Now let me give you some ideas of what to write when you are actually writing your answer. Okay, so what to write? Well, in my opinion, you should try your best to answer all of the questions in the prompt. So let's take a look at this example. The prompt says, describe the last time you enjoyed being out in nature. Do you think people should spend more time outdoors? How would this affect people's quality of life? So as you can see from this prompt, it actually has three parts to it. It has part one, which is describe the last time you enjoyed being outdoors in nature. Part two then is, do you think people should spend more time being outdoors? And part three is, how would this affect people's quality of life? So my first tip is to actually answer those three sections. If you do that, then your answer will be sufficiently long enough. And of course, it'll make sure that you write for at least 3 minutes. And as you're writing your paragraph, make sure you write in detail about each question. So always try to develop your answer. I mean, try to write more than you normally would. So if you say something, give an example, or give a reason, or give your opinion. Anything to develop your ideas. Next up, use this as an opportunity to show the university who you are. So use examples from your own life. And like I mentioned, you should try to elaborate and develop your ideas. Use words like because, for example, in my opinion, anything like that to elaborate and develop your ideas. Okay, so those are some tips on how you can tackle this question. If you want some more tips on actually how to write a good paragraph, then I recommend you take my writing course. In this course, I show you how to write a good paragraph. I mean, what is a good structure, going from topic sentence, supporting ideas to concluding sentence. I give you lots of vocabulary and phrases you can use, and I show you how to write simple to complex sentences, all of which are great for English exams like the Duolingo English test. So if you're interested in this, you can find links to it below in the description. Okay, now let's take a look at a sample question with a sample answer. Okay, so here is a question. Describe a friend who has played an important part in your life. How did you meet this person? What kind of things have you done together? And here is a sample answer. Friends play a hugely important role in our lives, and I do my best to maintain good friendships. I have met many amazing people in my life. However, one friend in particular has played a bigger role in my life than others and has helped me over many years. We met while studying abroad in Germany and immediately bonded over our love of football. We played on the same local team in Germany every weekend for at least 9 months. We later traveled together, lived together, and helped each other to get jobs. Although we can't see each other as often as we'd like to these days because we live in different countries, we are always chatting online and helping each other with work and other personal issues. I don't know where I would be in my life without the love and support of this great friend. As you can see from here, I actually did answer all parts of the prompt. So I described my friend, I talked about how we met, and then I wrote about all the things we have done together. By answering each part of the prompt and developing my ideas, it was easy to write for 3 minutes in a good organized paragraph like this. Okay, now it's your turn. So I've prepared another question. I strongly suggest that you do write your answer. You should write it below in the comments because it will be great practice for you. And like I said, after it, I'm going to show you another sample answer. So I'll give you 3 minutes from now. So here is the prompt. I want you to write for 3 to 5 minutes. Write your answer below in the comments. Okay guys, that's it for this lesson. I hope this was helpful. If you want more practice with writing, I do have a writing course. There's a link to that below in the description, or you can watch one of these YouTube videos here. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.